everyone. This is Rick Prokop, and welcome to Piano Power Lessons. Today we're going to learn to play the left hand of patterns. Let's begin by listening to how the left hand sounds by itself. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it's not as memorable a melody as the right hand, but it's still a pretty nice melody. So as a rule, given two melodies where one is better than another, the default when listening to a song like this is primarily you'll listen to the good melody. And this will be somewhere in the background. So even if I played this piece for you like 4 times and then asked you to sing the left hand, you probably wouldn't be able to do it because your focus was on the main melody, which is a nicer melody. So you need to be as familiar with this melody as you are with the primary melody. And you might argue with that and say, well, why do I need to know what this melody sounds like? And the answer is because you're going to be the one that's playing it. So it would be like giving a speech, and then you get to the third paragraph, and you've never even looked at it before, and you don't know what's there in the third paragraph, and yet you have to give this convincing speech. It also helps to know what the left hand sounds like if I want to bring that hand out. So say I'm playing, and I'm listening to the right hand. Now I want to listen to the left hand all the way through. And you see, from this point on, when I started listening to the left hand, it took prominence over the right hand. And the right hand kind of took a back seat to the left hand. And the reason is because I was listening to this left hand of which I knew the notes and I knew what they sounded like before I played them. I mean, it makes sense because I'm giving a speech here. So that's very important, the concept of knowing what something is going to sound like before you play it. So the next thing you want to do before attempting to play it is write in the fingerings. So take these numbers that are under the notes and put them on top. So we have a 5, a 1, meaning the thumb, pinky, third finger, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch what happens now. Instead of going down to 5, it ends up on the middle finger here. Okay, then we go down to the 5th finger. Then we come up to the index finger, down to the ring finger, back up to the thumb twice, and then 3, 1, and 5. Okay? All right, let's try reading some notes before we play. So we have C, we go up a 5th, to G, come down a 5th, then C, E, G, and there's a C major triad, C, E, G. Let's do that again. Ready? Start on C. Here we go. C, G, and now up a triad. C, E, G. And now we're going to come down the C scale beginning on G. And if you studied Unit 1, the major scales, we did this exhaustively with all the major scales. So here we have G, F, E, D. Let's try that again. G, F, E, D, and then it ends up on an E. So try that. G, F, E, D, E. All right, so let's practice from the beginning to this point now. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. C, G, C, E, G, F, E, D, E. And you have to practice that because when you're sitting at the piano, your eye is going to be over here, then it's going to come over here, and it gets very confusing. So you have to be able to go G, F, E, D, E. Okay? Let's continue on from here. We have E, we go down a third to C, go up a fourth to F, down a third to D, go up a fourth to G. So there's a pattern there. In the left hand, that's accompanying the pattern that's in the right hand. Let's do that again. So we have E, then C, then F, then D, G, G, and then we have a broken up C triad, E, G, C. Do that again, E, G, C. All right, now we're going to go all the way from here to the end. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. G, F, E, D, E, C, F, D, G, G, E, G, C. Once again here, E, G, C. All right, let's look down at the piano and see how we do this physically at the keyboard. Okay, just like the right hand, I'm going to be playing from my wrist. All right, so you might want to take your other hand, just place it on your wrist, and make the wrist pulse. Just push it down and let it come up, and then push it down. All right, let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now G. Now a triad. Now we come down the scale. Go to E. Down a third. Up to F. Down a third. Up to G. Repeat it. And then play the triad. E, G, C. And off, and you're floating off, and your hand is hanging from your wrist, and your fingers are pointing down. All right, let's try it with the metronome on 60 now, and we'll only go through the first line, and we'll finish on the second line E, that first note. All right, let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bounce with the metronome. Stop. All right, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we'll continue from that E half note that we stopped on the second line and go to the end of the song. 2, 3, 4. You have to come off here. Now connect. And off. All right, try the whole thing through from the beginning to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. only after you've gotten really comfortable with that, try it at a faster speed. I'm now at 92. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. The bounces are smaller now. Off. Well, that's it for today. In the next lesson, we'll put the hands together and discuss some interesting things that happen when you put the hands together with patterns. So with that in mind, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.